Hello everybody and welcome back once more to an episode of Lucid9. I'm the Outback Al.
I'm Hot for Justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
And I'm TV Noob.
And where did we leave off? We were at an amusement park, I think.
Yeah.
We were.
Let's get back to the amusement park. We're going to ride all the rides with all the people. So, what sounds best next? Tech Sandbox, Bot Fight Arena, Extreme Carousel, Laser Tag, Tech Showcase, or the Ferris Wheel?
Ferris wheel for last.
Okay. Bot Fight Arena sounds so cool.
Okay.
A pop-up box in the upper corner of the map catches my attention. Live Lemniscape Bot Showcase, the future of gaming. Intrigued, I note that the showcase is located just further down the path. Say, what do you guys think about this? I point at the announcement.
Robots, say Cap, do you think they'll be fighting giant monsters?
Oh, we can only hope. I can say with certainty that they won't.
It sounds fun. I say we give it a shot.
You two are not the people. Okay, this is the one I was expecting to come along. Okay, any objections?
Yes, your shoes, minion, need an upgrade. Why, you haven't bought a new pair since I first met you.
Wow.
Objections to the bot showcase.
Let's go.
Oh.
I forgot about her for a minute. Wait, smiling? Genuinely? For non-food related reasons?
I need a mask or something.
I don't think I've ever seen Ari so excited. We can pop by. If it's not interesting, we'll go to do something else. No one else says a word. I take this as confirmation and head down the path. Just behind a metal building, a modest, portable stage is set up, flanked by screens projecting a live, closer view. A row of assorted small mechas are lined up at the edge of the stage, in front of which stands a Lemniscape representative.
It's Gover Mecher, but in real life.
Is it though? We settle right in front of the stage. There's not many viewers besides us. Looks like the staff is still setting up.
I wonder if... Oh, that's you. Why am I there? I wonder if they'll...
Yeah, I wonder if they'll let people actually try them.
I hope so. What use is a showcase if the target audience can't even try it?
I don't know. These kind of things usually involve demonstration matches to make the technology look a lot better than it actually is.
That does seem likely. They may just choose a victim to beat up.
That ain't fair, man.
Whoever they choose to represent Lemniscape will probably be an unstoppable as a final boss.
It does not matter. It is a game, and games must be played by the rules.
I'm about to ask Wanda what exactly this cryptic piece of information means, but a blast from the speakers quickly ends our conversation. Come one, come all, and see for yourself the top-of-the-line fighting bots straight from Lemniscape's laboratories. Robotics fans, you might want to listen up. It's me, Robot Master Quinn. A crowd begins to form. If you haven't seen our Dream Daddy thing, watch Dream Daddy. A crowd begins to form behind us, attracted by the representative's announcement, and I notice that the majority of the people are young adults. Lemniscape definitely knows their target audience. This is one of our star beta testers, Raiden Rumble Ajabana. He'll be showing you some of the awesome stuff that this new generation of bots can do. The representative steps back from the stage, leaving room for a big man with a short cropped hair to step to the front, holding up his robot of choice. It's a medium-sized, around as big as my head, sleek in shape, and boasting beautiful colors of deep cobalt and silver. The crowd oohs and ahs in appreciation.
Oh, mama, I've got to get me one of those.
Okay. The beta tester, Rumble, steps back and gently lays the robot on the stage. Cameras zoom in for a better view, ready to capture the action. The crowd waits with bated breath as Rumble cracks his knuckles. He holds out his hands, into which their representative places a sleek controller. The Mayfly ascends. performs its duties required, and it is no more. And suddenly the robot is alive in a whirl of silver and blue, leaping around stage like a dancing grasshopper. Rumble smiles confidently as his hands fly over the controller, stringing together flawless combos like the world's most skilled fighting gamer.
Wow!
Art and movement.
Amazing!
The crowd claps wildly. I already see several young men digging out their phones and punching rapidly at their screens, no doubt reworking their budget.
I might not understand gaming, but I can definitely appreciate skill.
Rumble brings the routine to a slow, letting the robot pirouette like a professional ballerina before sweeping into a curtsy. He's met with an even louder round of applause. Thank you, Rumble. Wonderful work. He's sleeping with my wife. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and my whore wife, it's the moment you're all been waiting for.
Wow.
We're going to open up the floor. Would anyone like to face Rumble? The representative grins and with a slight touch of cockiness. I'll make you guys a deal. If you manage to defeat Rumble in the best of 3, you can take one of these robots home with you.
I'm getting deja vu.
From what?
Like, I haven't played this game before, but I swear, like, I remember you reading that sentence.
So weird.
Maybe. And with confidence I have never seen before, Wanda's hand shoots into the air. As the rest of us bulk openly at her, the representative's eyes sparkle, no doubt, seeing a small girl as easy prey for Rumble. Oh, I guess the representative and Rumble are different. Wait, is Representative the Quinn? Mm-hmm. Oh,
Quinn's
Miss
not the Quinn.
come on up to the stage.
Yes.
Wanda gracefully, a little too gracefully, vaults onto the stage, ignoring the representative's extended hand. What's your name, miss?
Wanda Kovacs.
Or just Rorschach? I see that you're wearing an academy uniform. What year are you in?
Second.
And how are you finding it?
Fine.
Great conversationalist, I see. So, why do you want to try your hands against Rumble, if I might ask?
I'm gonna destroy him.
I don't even know if it sounds like Rorschach anymore. Wanda stares blankly at her hand for a long moment. Uh-oh, she might not know what try your hand actually means.
I'm not trying.
Whoa, what bold words. Miss Kovacs claims that she doesn't even need to try against Rumble. I'm pretty sure that's definitely not what Wanda meant. Rumble, what do you have to say to that? The insect believes itself to be king over insignificance.
Okay.
And Rumble's retort is just as strong. Well, folks, are you excited or what? Or what? The crowd cheers, egged on by the representative's skilled hype building. I find myself wishing for Wanda to crush Rumble to the ground.
Wanda has a tough road ahead of her.
That rep is just twisting her words, man.
It builds hype. It's exciting in my opinion.
You don't look excited.
Come on, guys. Let's root for Wanda.
You're catching yourself on it too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Give me a W. W. Give me an A.
Hey,
Did I say it?
you didn't. But
Give me an.
Shush, they're talking.
the disorganized team cheer immediately dies down as the representative pulls the microphone back to her lips. Her.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh well.
That's right. You know what? I'm not gonna make a joke here. I don't know. Let's see what bot our challenger will select for herself. Miss Kovacs, feel free to pick any of the bots from the row. Wanda contemplatively paces down the row, stopping from time to time. It feels less like she's struck with indecision and more like she's examining the bots down to their basic molecules.
Pick the coolest one.
Pick the cutest one.
Pick the most effective one.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that one.
Pick the one you can beat him with.
Pick the most innovative one.
Pick a peck of pickled peppers.
Alright.
Wanda ignores the incoherent din from our group and eventually settles on a humble, boxy little bot at the end of the line. The crowd goes completely silent in shock at her decision.
Tell me about this bot.
Are you sure about your choice?
And I need more information. Somebody knows.
Right. This tricky little guy, most of the testers weren't exactly sure what to do with him. He looks very unintimidating, but don't be mistaken. If you play your cards right, you can change his form by extending or contracting the panels on all of his sides. It's extremely flexible, hence why testers are still having to go to figure out the best way to use him.
Nice
I'm just moving so much, I don't know. Quinn just seems like he's a mover and a shaker.
I see.
Yo. Well, Quinn is a gender-neutral name, so...
Yeah, there you go.
I see. Is he challenging?
The most, but not very beginner-friendly. Yeah, it's not gonna work. The most, but not very beginner-friendly, Miss Kovacs.
Then I select him.
Why does it sound like she's looking more for a challenge than a victory? Very well, our ambitious challenger is certainly looking for an upset. Upset like I was whenever my whore wife left me for Rumble.
Oh my god.
You know what? It's always a theme. It's always his theme. Let's get ready for round one. Wanda sets her humble little bot at the edge of the ring, exactly opposite Rumble's bot.
Let's get ready to rumble.
My wife certainly did. The representative hands her a controller. Wanda frowns when she sees it.
Is this for the bot?
Of course, it's certainly not for my television. Ha! The crowd's answered chuckle almost drowns out our Wanda's response.
It looks exactly like Rav Red.
The representative completely ignores her and instead lifts her hand into the air, ready to cue the match. Rav Red, what the heck is that? Round 1, Rumble versus Challenger. And fight!
Fight.
Crowd cheers as the representative chops her hand down. The stage erupts with light, signifying the start of the round. For a moment, Rumble charitably sits back, letting Wanda experiment with her bot. From what I can tell, it's essentially a box on wheels. I watch it roll forward, I watch it roll backwards, I watch it roll side to side. Then one of the sides falls down. No, wait, the entire side of a matrix of smaller panels. Interesting, seems like the entire box will be transformed, give or take a few limitations. But instead of experimenting further, Wanda only retracts the panel and extends to the opposite side, opposing side. Seems like she doesn't really know what to do.
Oh, I don't see it that way.
Yeah, she's just testing it. What do you mean?
You should ask Yahiko. He plays quite a few games, you know.
Since when has Misaki known Yahiko? You know what? They're gonna be a thing. Let's just, whatever.
Probably.
My curiosity overtakes me and I eke over to Yahiko. Do you know what she's doing?
She'll try a basic attack next.
I watch the stage. Sure enough, one of the robot's sides turns away and swivels on a tiny limb like a miniature sharp-edged shield.
Now a 6A, 214B. 24B? I don't know.
What? The bot repeats its shield cut attack, suddenly hoists the panel over and behind it. Yahiko seemed extremely pleased.
She might try something a little more complex next, like a 6A, 8-hit C, 6C, 2D.
What?
The clumsy-looking box suddenly moves in a whirl of rotating panels. I can't tell what's happening, but it seems to just make Yahiko even more excited.
I knew it! It's just like Ravred.
What's Ravred? But he doesn't answer me because Rumble has started to move. His bot elegantly skates around Wanda's, which is still rolling cheerily around and flipping its sides. One quick sharp blow sends the poor boxy bot crashing straight into the edge of the ring. Ooh, that one's got a sting. Like the sting that I feel every time I think about my whore wife. The bot shakily rights itself and starts wheeling away from Rumble, tearing around the ring like a panicking civilian in the middle of a war zone. Even as it flees, I see Wanda experimenting with some of the structural changes, like extending, flipping, and morphing its panels to create different shapes. She doesn't even try to land an attack on Rumble's bot.
Basically, she's trying to understand the bot's identity. She's going through its moves systematically.
Do you think she has a chance?
Only if she finds something really unique that beta testers would never expect.
Unfortunately, it's at this moment when Rumble predicts Wanda's walk path and flies at her bot, crushing it decisively into the ground. The representative whips down her hand, even as segments inside the bot piece sit back together. The winner of this round is Rumble. The crowd politely claps. It's clear that, to their eyes, Wanda doesn't have a fraction of a chance against an experienced beta tester. But I saw some promise in the way she was messing with the form of her bot. A bot with structural changes. Oh my god, the bot is like a Rorschach. As you can see, it takes only a few seconds for a bot to repair itself. No more long waiting between rounds. Players, are you ready? Wanda nods quietly, a faint smile flickering across her lips. Rumble says nothing. Round 2, and fight! This time, Rumble immediately explodes into action. His bot leaps gracefully at Wanda's. Wanda barely manages to swerve it away from before the ground where it was standing is angrily dented. Rumble's assault is relentless. He never allows a single second for Wanda to recover, chasing doggedly after her bot without a break. Not once does his bot lose its footing or crash into the wall. Such is the extent of his control. And then, right before his latest jump is about to crash into Wanda, Wanda flattens her bot into half of its original width with a swirling mass of panels, narrowly dodging Rumble's strike. She takes the split second required for Rumble's recovery to bounce back to original size, slamming panels straight in Rumble's back and in an unhurried, smooth combo. Yahiko grins widely as Wanda's bot pummels Rumble around in a terrifying wall pin.
Dude, her combos are slick. I should fight her sometime.
As he's finishing the sentence, Rumble's bot suddenly shivers and gives off a short pulse of energy, sending Wanda's bot flying back.
Dude, I didn't know these bots had bursting.
I have no clue what he's saying, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying the match. Wanda is clearly getting the hang of her bot. She changes it into diagonals, L-shaped patterns, and even faux curves to dodge Rumble's attacks. Sometimes his bot lands a glancing blow, but it's never severe enough to catch her in a combo. Finally, she manages to curve around his bot and slam one final combo into its backside, sending it crashing into the ring. The crowd claps, but this time they seem much more impressed. Even the representative looks surprised. Solid display, challenger. This round goes to you. Rumble's face is completely motionless. She doesn't even look dismayed.
Dude, this next round is gonna be so intense.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Within seconds, Rumble's bot has reassembled itself and returned to its original position. Wanda is smiling in utter satisfaction, as if she's completely forgotten that the audience exists at all. Maybe she's just having fun playing with the bot. The final deciding round, ladies and gentlemen. Will Rumble be able to redeem himself, or will the challenger score an unprecedented underdog win? 3, 2, 1, fight! If I thought the last match was intense, this one is just a blur of color and motion. It's clear that Rumble is no longer holding anything back. His bot moves with crazy speed, but above all, total control and precision. Wanda's movements are clearly rougher. Even though she's mastered the structural reorganization of her bot, it almost looks like she's not used to 3D space.
Come on, Wanda, you can do it!
The fate of the world rests on your shoulders, chosen one.
Wanda barely skates out of Rumble's favored landing combo, but she turns so sharply that her bot stumbles away. Rumble's lips twitch into a smirk. It was an honor, but your time draws to an end. May you make your peace. Is he just talking in haiku or something?
Yes.
And he hits her solidly, sending her bot flying into the air. Yahiko winces.
It's over. Air combo into a ground pound.
But as Rumble leaps it after Wanda, she flattens into a vertical plank that better cuts through air resistance, falling before he can land a blow. Although surprised, Rumble reorients his bot to hold out its foot for a single devastating dive kick. I don't see how she can get out of this. Trying to change forms and move will take too long, but she can't move while she's still a plank. And if she doesn't return to her usual form, the kick will put so much heavy damage on the bot that I don't see her recovering the match. This must be the end of the series. Then I see Wanda's fingers flying over the controller and her boxy bot rapidly disassembling into a condensed brick. And then I understand. As Rumble's bot soars forward, foot extended, ready to strike the killing blow, Wanda's bot melts into an indestructible brick settled on the ground, biding its time. And then, just at the right moment, Wanda mashes her hand on the controller. The metal brick springs upward, slapping right into Rumble's bot, and sproing. And as if in slow motion, Rumble's bot sails into the air, flipping in a perfect double axel, head over heel, right over the bounds of the fighting box, and plummets into the middle of the audience. Silence stretches on as the crowd tries to process what just happened. The mic drops from the representative's hands, barely and mercifully muted in time before it hit the stage. Rumble stares blankly at his controller as if he's trying to wake himself from a dream. Wanda stares blankly at her controller as if she's suddenly and uncontrollably hungry. Fists of our cheering team are stopped mid-pump in the air, looking like we're in the middle of a half-hearted fistfight. And then... the winner of the round, and therefore the set, is Wanda Kovacs, the new challenger. Representative numbly stammers these words, still in shock. Another moment of dead silence passes. Then the crowd erupts into cheers.
She did it, dude! Look at the moves, look at the plays. Wanda, what was that?
She won! She really won!
Chibi?
Oh no.
Did we lose Chibi?
Chibi?
That was incredibly impressive.
The tiny one's got some surprises up her sleeve.
And I scored a perfect shot of the winning moment.
Chibi?
Are you there?
Yeah.
You okay?
Sorry. My thing like completely cut out for a minute.
It's okay. You didn't miss too much. Wanda stands to her feet with a broad smile, bowing politely at her opponent. Rumble doesn't seem the least bit irritated. Truly on this day, we have met well in wartime. Challenger, Wanda. He bows his head in respect, solemnly walks into the crowd to pick up his bot, and disappears behind the stage. Wow, how incredible. Despite all odds, it seems as if the challenger has come away victorious. Miss Kovacs, what are your thoughts on Miss Kovacs? But Wanda has already walked to the edge of the stage, seemingly ignorant of the representative's query. She quietly leaps down, only to get swarmed by our group. Good job, Wanda!
That was amazing! You really showed them!
How were you able to understand the system so quickly?
Controller plays just like Rav Red.
The fighting game, right?
You play?
But of course, you see, the Ravred Mecha Warrior was actually the inspiration for the design of President J. Graves' bot.
Just like all roads lead to Rome, all of Yahiko's comments lead to Gopher Mecker.
I see. Perhaps we should play sometime.
Everyone loves Yahiko.
You know what? I can't even fault him for it at this point. She sounds hesitant at the idea, but I can't discern why. Maybe she doesn't want to play with Yahiko, but then she wouldn't make the offer in the first place.
I'm down.
They walked back down the road, chattering eagerly about video games, of all things, completely ignoring the hapless representative. Come to think of it, wasn't Wanda supposed to win one of the robots? Not that she seems to care.
I wonder if we should accept Wanda's robot for her.
It's not our choice, Smiki.
I know.
I lead the group back to the map, showing some mercy on the poor representative. After all, her higher-ups can't be too happy about bargaining a new prototype on a whim. It's probably best if we let this be, considering that the only person who deserves to care is Wanda. And Wanda. Well, she seemed happier about playing with the bot than the actual victory itself. Wanda and Yahiko are already waiting for us by the campus map.
Dude, you guys are so slow.
Maybe you're just always in a rush to go places. Some people like leisurely walks.
Leisurely walks? We don't have time for that. Look at all the stuff we've gotta hit. Yama, my minion, lead us on. You have a good head for efficiency.
Do we really have that much stuff to explore? I took a look at the map to verify what we have left. And we have all this stuff. Wait, did that reduce even more?
Yeah.
I thought there were 7.
Maybe it's because we made that choice somewhere away.
Huh.
Well, no, the tech showcase is at the bottom now.
No, it's not at the bottom.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Second from the bottom.
I want the extreme
Well,
carousel.
Ferris wheel was always the bottom one, so. Yeah, maybe I'm just crazy and it's just getting tighter. Anyway, we'll look at some more stuff when we come back, and we'll see where else this is all going. So, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!